The market finds a green day, barely, and it might just have a little more spring in its step. This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so yesterday we talked about the market bouncing up to 4220 and then shooting down towards 4100. We got the first half of that. The market bounced up to 4220 and then shot down, but was unable to follow through and complete the move down. After that, it bounced up toward the 4330 region and traded sideways to down from there. In the after hours, we are seeing a bit of a rally, and this looks like we could have a little bit more of a rally coming in the next day or so. I'll get into all that in just 1 second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the S&P and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so we didn't get the follow through today, which means that wave 3 may be in, and we might be shooting up in wave 4 here. So let's jump into the charts and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1 hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and we got our bounce up here right into our target region. At that point, we shorted the market today and followed it down in this big spike down. Did pretty well on that trade, made 40% in about 30 minutes or so, and then got stopped out on the bounce up. So it's very important, guys, to not just assume a trade is going to go hit a target and keep stops on your trade, which is what we did on that one. As it bounced up, we hit our stop and made a 40% winner on that trade. Then it bounced up over 43.30 and then was unable to move down in any significant way from there. Okay, so since then, it's been extremely choppy. As you can see on here right now, it looks like a heartbeat almost. There's so much chop in here. So this is a very corrective move to the upside. There's a lot of overlap in here. There's a lot of chop, not a very clean structure in either direction right now. Off of the high, we did not get an impulsive move down, so I don't expect downside. So the way this looks right now is that on Tuesday, we completed wave 3 down, okay, in that 4136 area, and just came up a little short of our target. That happens sometimes in wave 5, so this would be wave 5 of 3. That was the bottom. And wave 5 sometimes don't extend all the way to their target. And now we're getting a bounce up that looks like an A and B in, and we're trying to complete this C wave up. So if we are getting this C wave up, it would look to bounce up towards the 4279 or 4280 region, and as high as the 4324 region. And this is pretty standard stuff. Your wave 4, okay, should retest the pivot. So you should have wave 1, 2, and then you count your 3 down in your wave 4 of 3, which you can see in the circle right here. Okay, it tested the pivot perfectly as it should, and then it comes down and completes wave 3, and then your bigger wave 4 after your big wave 3 should also come up and test that pivot area. So the 4280 area is just below the pivot, and the 4325 area is inside of the pivot. So that's the range we're looking for this bounce. And if they can get it up to there and we see a reversal candle, we would like to see a strong move down and some volume at the top, and we can short there coming down towards this wave 5 target. Now, since wave 3, as it stands right now, did not hit its target, it is possible, okay, that wave 5 comes up short of its target as well. Okay, we're more in the 4,000 region, all right, the 4,000 to 4,062 region, somewhere in there for that 5th wave down. It is possible we don't extend all the way down to that 39.56 to 25. So when you don't hit full targets, you have to look at your overall wave and shorten it a little bit as well. So right now, that is our primary path. We're looking at the ABC up towards this 42.79 level, and possibly as high as 43.25 in that area. We would expect the pivot to hold and then shoot down higher. The alternate path right now is still the red count. Again, I don't love the structure down on the red count. It's too deep. This isn't an impulsive move, okay? But we are going to give them the benefit of the doubt that it still could be the red count. And in that case, we would expect a much bigger bounce up through the pivot towards this 4,400 area and for a wave 2. So this would be red wave 1 of 3 down and red wave 2 of 3 up. And then we would look for a very strong move down through this pivot, okay, down to at least the 39.23 area, which is the 1.0 extension, and more commonly the 1.236 extension, which is all the way down at the 37.56 area. So for the red count to even be considered, we need a much bigger bounce up to give us a wave 2 of 3, okay, and then we could be looking down from there and a very strong move down. Or it is possible, I guess, that we had a very shallow wave 2 here, And in that case, we would cut straight through this 1.0 at 39.2350 down towards that 3,700 number. And then we could also give the red count some credence as well. But again, not a big fan of the red count. Not something I'm really concerned about at this time because there's just too many structural issues for that count to follow through, in my opinion. And then, of course, we do have our blue count here for the bulls. Give them a little pat on the nose. They had a green day today, so good for them. They had a little move up, and they're trying to move it a little higher. So let's see if the bulls can follow through and get a little bit of a bounce up here in this C wave. But it is highly unlikely that this is wave 2, given that this structure off the low is anything but impulsive. It's very, very sloppy here and very corrective. So the blue count, in my opinion, is basically 99% dead, but we're going to keep it on the chart just for now because it technically has not totally invalidated. So short and to the point on the S&P 500 today, very simple key levels and areas to watch. Okay, over on the NASDAQ, I was looking for a little bit of a bigger bounce here to kind of get with the ES on its final move down. This makes a lot of sense for wave 3 to be in on the ES and us to be going up in wave 4 in both the NASDAQ and the S&P 500 so that they can both make their final push down for the ES down to that 4,000 region and for the NASDAQ down to that 12,500 regions. So we might have seen the markets syncing up today so that they can make their final push down together and so that the NASDAQ isn't down here before the ES and kind of out of sync with what's going on in the market. So a little bit of a sync up day. It looks like we could be moving up in 4 on both of these structures and then moving down in the NASDAQ towards 12.5 and on the ES, the S&P 500 down towards that 4,000 region. So pretty short video today. We'll keep it to the point as there aren't a whole lot of what ifs right now. And that is what we're looking for. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you over to my website. Over there, you can check out our membership plans area. Okay, we have 2 incredible rooms and they both come with a 7-day free trial. And that's because I want you to get in there, try it out, make sure you love it, make sure you're part of the trading family, and it's everything you want it to be before you ever spend a penny. We have 2 incredible rooms, guys. First is my Invest with Jacob room. You get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, including our 40% winner today. You get all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months. So it's not as often as a regular day trading room would be. However, if you're looking for day trading as well as individual stocks to trade, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely crushes the market. You really need to see it to understand how powerful it is, and that's why we give you that 7-day free trial so you can come in and test everything out and make sure you love it. He also started a challenge account. He put $4,000 in an account and is trading mini ES futures. All right, he is averaging 3 to 4% gains per week, and he's showing you how to build a small account into a big one. All right, he's one of the best traders I've ever been around. He truly understands the market better than anyone I know, and he's an outstanding person as well. So we would love to have you guys in here so we can make some money together. All right, guys, key takeaways for today. We are looking for this C-wave bounce up towards 42.80 to 43.25, and then from there, we're looking for down towards that 4,000 region. Again, we may see a little higher bottom here because as it stands right now, wave 3 came up just a little bit short, so we may see just a little bit short on the wave 5 as well around that 4,000 region. All right, over on the NASDAQ, we are looking for a push higher in the NASDAQ to sync up with the ES so they can both push down at the same time to get that low in that 12,500 area to 12,250 area on the NASDAQ. All right, guys, that is the market update for today. I will talk to you tomorrow.